In ancient Egyptian society, the scarab beetle, which looked like a simple bug, had deep and complex meanings. As a representation of the sun god Khepri, the scarab came to represent creation, rebirth, and the never-ending circle of life. The ancient Egyptians saw the scarab's daily activities, especially its habit of rolling dung into balls and laying its eggs inside them, where the next day fully grown young would come out, as real examples of the forces of creation and renewal they saw in nature. Khepri, the god of the rising sun, is very important in Egyptian religion. His name means he who is coming into being. People often depict the god Khepri as a scarab beetle, clutching the sun disk between its horns. He is associated with the daily return of the sun. In Egyptian cosmology and everyday life, this rebirth was very important. It signified the continuation of life and the preservation of Maat, the universe's order. Khepri, being a sun god, was believed to ensure the continuation of life, making him a significant figure in both religion and cosmology. The depiction of Khepri as a scarab beetle clutching the sun disk demonstrates the significance of solar gods in Egyptian religion. People saw the sun's daily path as a circle of death and rebirth, as seen in the scarab's life cycle. This sign strengthened the Egyptians' belief in the afterlife and the idea that life lasts forever. The scarab was an important part of everyday life in Egypt. One could see it on rings, bracelets, and chains, among other items. People thought that wearing these things would give the person who wore them the healing and guarding powers of the scarab. Royalty used scarabs as seals, symbolizing the pharaoh's ability to protect and rebuild the country. People saw the pharaoh, often compared to Khepri, as a living god, his daily rebirth akin to the rising sun, blessing his people and ruling them. Both common people and kings and queens wore scarab amulets, demonstrating their cultural significance. People believed these amulets would shield them from evil and ensure their rebirth, mirroring the daily cycle of the sun. This belief was so strong that even everyday things had the scarab symbol on them to show how protective and healing it was. In art and rituals related to death, the scarab plays a very important role. Scholars note how important heart scarabs were in funeral ceremonies and how they were important for the dead person's trip in the afterlife. Heart scarabs, large amulets placed over the hearts of the preserved dead, bore the spell 30B from the Book of the Dead. This spell was intended to prevent the heart from speaking against the deceased at the judgment of Osiris, thereby securing a rebirth into the afterlife. These scarabs were powerful protections and signs of change that made sure the person would be born again every day, just like the sun. In addition to jewelry and funeral goods, temple buildings and garden decor frequently featured scarab designs. People thought that the large stone scarabs in the gardens of temple complexes could harness the creative and life-giving energies of Khepri. Temples often featured images of scarabs to invoke the god's protection and creative power in these sacred spaces. The use of scarab designs in temple buildings had two purposes. It not only made these holy places look prettier, but it also filled them with Khepri's healing energy. Scarab statues in temples served as a visual and symbolic reminder that divine creativity protected these holy places. The scarab beetle left its mark on art and religion in nearby cultures that were not even closely related to Egypt. Ancient Mediterranean and Near East cultures revered the scarab beetle as a powerful amulet, viewing it as a protector and creator. Similar themes of renewal and safety made these connections between different cultures possible, demonstrating the far-reaching effects of Egyptian religious symbols. The scarab symbol left Egypt and became part of other cultures, but it still stood for safety and renewal. This widespread use of the scarab shows how appealing and important it is to everyone, as it shows how interested people are in life, death, and return. In contemporary culture, the scarab's symbolism has transcended its original religious context to become a popular emblem in art, fashion, and jewelry. Many designers incorporate scarab motifs into their creations, appealing to those who seek to connect with ancient history or who appreciate the aesthetic qualities of Egyptian art. Scarab jewelry is often seen as a protective charm or a talisman for good luck, echoing its ancient purpose. The influence of the scarab extends beyond fashion into the realm of popular media. Films, books, and video games frequently draw on ancient Egyptian themes, with the scarab often serving as a symbol of mystery and ancient wisdom. This cultural fascination with Egyptology, sparked in part by the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in the early 20th century, continues to capture the imagination of people worldwide. Moreover, the scarab's symbolism is not confined to aesthetic or entertainment contexts. In the realm of psychology and spirituality, The scarab is often associated with personal transformation and the cycle of life, mirroring its ancient meanings. It serves as a reminder of the possibility of renewal and the enduring nature of the human spirit. In modern archaeology and historical studies, the scarab remains a significant artifact. Scarabs are often found in tombs and other archaeological sites, providing insights into ancient Egyptian beliefs, trade, and daily life. Their inscriptions and imagery help historians decode the social and political dynamics of the time. Ultimately, the ancient Egyptian scarab endures as a cultural and symbolic icon. Its journey from a sacred religious emblem to a modern symbol of transformation and protection highlights the enduring legacy of ancient Egyptian civilization. The scarab's ability to adapt and remain relevant in various aspects of contemporary culture is a testament to its powerful and timeless appeal. The scarab beetle, associated with the sun god Khepri, served as a potent symbol in ancient Egyptian culture, symbolizing creation, resurrection, and endless life. It impacted everyday life, royal ceremonies, funeral customs, and building designs, showing a strong belief in the circle of life and the world. Ancient countries interconnected and venerated the scarab beetle as symbols of life, renewal, and safety. The long history of the scarab beetle demonstrates the widespread dissemination of these ideas.